Wake up and recognize the reality of his situation, because it's not going to get better for you as long as you still hanging on to that woman. We're just going to get that straight. Okay? That's the reality of Prince Harry's situation. Real talk, folks. Real talk. Welcome to PDINA. Welcome. Thanks for being here with Otis and I. It's so lovely to be here with you again. Thanks to everyone who came to my live and for all of your super chats and your well wishes. And I just really appreciate your support. It means so much to me. Thank you. So thanks for everyone for being with me during my live. It was so nice to get your feedback and to talk about everything. Now today, I'm talking about this article that was reacting to what Joy Behar said about the king and his diagnosis with cancer, and just the comments that these women make on The View. I mean, it's no wonder we as Americans look at the royals the way we do, because we have people like this who make comments that are high profile, that the majority of a lot of Americans are watching, and they make these comments that are so misguided, so misplaced, that you almost have to just want to just shake them up and say, learn something. And the things that they didn't say in relation to the king and his cancer diagnosis, I just, for Americans, I just feel for the way we see the monarchy. And then you have things compounded with Meghan and her comings and goings, all the things that she has done. It just is sickening. It literally is sickening to me. But I want to just look at this really quickly at what they said. Let's just take a look at the first part of this.
Sending our good vibes out and support to King Charles, who was recently diagnosed with cancer. Now, Charles reportedly called his son Harry to let him know before it went public. So Harry is now, I guess, on his way back to see his dad. I mean, I hope that will help his prognosis, because sometimes less stress can help. But this is I think
Charles.
He waited so long.
I mean, the woman was in the position for 70 years, and the longest reign. I think that she could have used some term limits.
Okay, look, the ignorance of this woman. First of all, we cannot not talk about what the Queen said when she came into reign, the monarch. We all remember her words about whether my life be long or short. She had committed to reigning on the throne, to commit her life to service and to duty. This is why Americans don't get it. They don't get the sacrifice that the Queen made. They think she was being selfish by doing what she did, by staying on staying the monarch for so long. And I mean, it was just her. We don't see what the Queen gave from her life to commit to being on the throne. You think as an American, she should have stepped aside and just allowed King Charles, because she's living too long. That just doesn't even make sense. And then also what Whoopi Goldberg said about, less stress and all of that. Yeah, I think Harry being there would be more stress for the king. It's like you showing up to show your support, and all of a sudden now you want to have some talks about your concern for the king? Stay your butt over in America where you belong, because coming now, it's too late. But not once do these women even talk about what Meghan has done to the family. Meghan is the reason why Harry is going back, trying to make amends for his behavior. Apparently, it looks like William is not even going to meet with him, and as he should not. I mean, William's got his own issues with his wife and his father, and Harry wants people to now suddenly look at you like, now you want to show some love and support? And I love the idea that William has made it known that he has no plans to see Harry. Yes, Prince William. Good for you. Keep it that way. As a matter of fact, don't even acknowledge his existence. William is not going to meet with Harry. And when he did meet with his father, It was only for 30 to 45 minutes. And I think the first 15 minutes of that was them arriving, Harry arriving there. So he met with the king for a very short amount of time. And that says it all. It says it all that they don't want to bring on more stress. They don't want to bring on any more potential problems with Harry. And I think that reunion, Harry and his father, was a very icy cold reunion. And of course, Meghan is going to be questioning him. Okay, what happened? Well, tell me, what did your father say? Well, how was he reacting? Oh, okay, we're going to use that. We're going to make that an issue. And then, there's going to be more conflict put out in the news about Harry's meeting with his father, because it would have come from Meghan trying to create issues and problems around this relationship to show that, that the royals have still not apologized to Harry and Meghan, and they're not ever going to. But Harry and Meghan can keep waiting for this apology to happen, because it's not going to come. If anything, the apology needs to be coming from Meghan and Harry. And we know that's not going to happen, because Meghan, first of all, her head is way too big. She's overloaded with nonsense in her head, and she can't really think straight. Her eyes are blurry. Her mind is foggy. She ain't got no common sense in her head, and she'll never do right by the royal family. So they can just hang it up. It's just not going to happen. The royal family, you can just forget it. And I'm sure they have already done this. There is never going to be any reconciliation with Harry and his brother as long as that woman, Meghan Markle, is still a part of this family on paper. It's over. Harry, your life is over. You're not going to get any kind of solace, live long, and just be happy, because you're married to this woman that's created all of your heartache. And until Harry owns up to that, it's forever downhill for him. I say, good, be in your misery, Harry. Look pathetic. Look completely defeated, because that's what you are. You're defeated, Harry. Your wife has used you. Your wife has set you up for failure. You now want to have your life back in the United Kingdom, but it's too late, because you got turned out by an American wannabe D-list actress. You got turned out. You got scammed. You got bamboozled. You got a lot of things, Harry, and this is where learning is actually happening for you, because now you can sit in all of your thoughts of anxiety and anguish and think, man, what have I done? I've completely messed up my life. And every day that you wake up, look at that woman. You have her to thank. Thank the woman that you went down that aisle with. Thank that woman that you so hard defended. Thank the woman that you thought was the love of your life. You can thank her, because I can assure you, Harry, right now, she ain't thinking about you. She's thinking about her California life and how she's going to move up in Hollywood. Your life is over, Harry. It's been it's in shambles. Your life is in shambles now, Harry, and you need to sit in your misery because of what has happened now to your father. You will never get him back in a way that's in a loving way, because you have forever changed the chemistry that you have with your father. You've changed it for a woman who used you, for a woman who thought you were just her ticket to getting her superficial celebrity. Finally, learning is getting ready to happen in all of your misery. Learn something, Harry. Learn something and see that you messed up. And now it's going to be too late to make it right. It's too late to suddenly see the light, because now you've ruined your relationships with your family and nobody wants anything to do with you. So just go on skedaddle back to America. Live your life in America, completely isolated from your family in the United Kingdom and from the people, because all you have to do now is just thank your wife for the great life that you have, which we know is not a great life. But maybe it's time you start convincing yourself, because this is the end of the road for you, Harry. The end of the road. This is your life. This is what it means. And it doesn't have the value that I'm sure you thought it would have by moving to America on that freedom flight.